Hi. Well, that was relaxing. Hi, everyone. I am so excited. We got Jaquinta today. She is going to read her a little bit about her story. I am pretty. I am so excited for this wonderful author today on Spotlight. She has such an empowering and powerful message for all the beautiful little girls in this entire world universe that needs to hear this message because you are pretty. Without any further ado, Miss Jaquinta, come on in.
Hello, hello.
Hi, how are
I
you?
am doing wonderful. Thank you. How are you?
I am so well. Thank you so much. I am just so excited that you are joining us live. So we may have some questions, we may not.
Okay.
If we do, I'll just plug them in. If we don't, that's okay too.
All right.
Um, so I am going to ask you a couple of icebreaker questions just to get the ball rolling.
Okay.
Let's see. Ooh. When was the first time you realized I'm an adult? When
I,
did this happen?
I think the first time I realized I was an adult, I was still in college and I got a car in high school. However, when I went to college, my mother made me start paying my own car insurance. And so when that bill hit, I'm like, you're not going to pay it, Mom? No, you're now in college, you're now working, you're doing this, you're no longer on my dental, you're not on my health insurance
She
stuff.
took you off the dental.
Took me off the well, you know what? It wasn't the fact that she took me off the dental. I could not get braces because she tried to get them for
Uh,
me in when I was a senior in high school. I'm like, Mom, this is my senior year. I can't get braces. She's like, okay, I'm telling you. So I wasn't off the dental because I was still in college. So they gave me some grace, but I couldn't get the braces, and all that. But she made me pay that car insurance. So I knew,
that was
I was a little grown. Yeah.
adulting
Yeah.
101. Pay your
Mhm.
car insurance.
Right.
Oh, wow. Let me ask you another question. Oh, this is so funny. Where is the strangest place that you've ever fallen asleep?
Hmm. Gosh, you know what? It's gonna go back to the car again. We're gonna go back to the car because I told you I was a senior in high school and I got the car. Well, I was
Mhm.
able to afford the car because a local dealership here in Atlanta has a wonderful sale. I don't know if it's New Year's or I don't know, but anyway, we waited in line 4 days to be a part of this sale. So I spent my Christmas in the car. I was with a couple of friends. And so we stood in line so we could be the first in line. So we spent 4 days in the car at the car dealership. They let us go in, use the restroom, but we couldn't get out of line. So I was the first in line. I bought a 1989 Celebrity Chevrolet for I think about $49. So they had this big end of the year sale. So we had to be the first in line. And so yeah, I think that was New Year's Day. So that's 4 days of falling asleep in that car.
Miss Jaquinta, do you still have that car?
You know what? The car was so awesome. So they stole the car. Yeah, they took it. So no, I don't have it.
Do you think it was worth the 4 days? At that time, it was.
Definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it. It was a great car. Yes.
Well, okay. At least you got some goodness out of it.
I did. And the crazy part, I bought a car and I didn't even know how to drive yet. So yeah. Had a car before I knew how to drive.
Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing story. So I'm going to ask you, how many books have you written, or is this your first wonderful book?
Okay, so I've written 2 books. However, I do have a workbook as well. So it's not necessarily a story to it, but it has some awesome esteem building activities. So I have 3 books.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it. I love anything that self-esteem, self-love, self-growth. And I could tell you're like that too based on this title. So very important. How long
Yeah.
have you been writing?
Oh gosh, all my life, like my mother is also a writer. And so she's a writer, a poet. So, I mean, we grew up around books, we grew up around literature and words and all of that. So, for as long as I've been talking, I'm certain I've been writing as well. So, but professionally, my first book was published in 2014.
Awesome. Congratulations. So since you've been writing for a long time and mom has been an influence because she's also an author,
Yes.
can you give our audience some pointers of how do you handle writer's block?
You know what? I journal like every day. And I've been going through some things, and I have found that journaling has been so therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
So I never, to be honest, I'm always writing. And so, like when
Mm.
I wrote my book, of course, it was on a particular topic. So I keep kind of pencils, paper, and also I utilize my phone a lot to just kind of jot down ideas. And so I don't sit down and say, hey, I got to spend this hour right now writing this book. I have some author friends, they say, hey, I got to get 2,000 words in today. That doesn't work for me. It's in those times I feel like you get writer's block, but I just kind of write and just let it flow when it flow. And then I know it's like, aha, now I have a story. That's when I sit down and I put all the pieces together, and that
Mhm.
I'm forever writing,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what was your favorite children's book when you were a child? What was your go-to book that brought you comfort?
Honey, I Love by Eloise Greenfield. I
Ooh,
love it.
yes.
I love it. That's my
Awesome.
favorite of all time. That will be it.
Wow. So how many books do you own altogether? How many children books do you say you
Oh,
own? Are you a collector from like
I'm a
young?
like
Yeah.
I have two big bookshelves. I have books all over the place. So yeah, it's too many to name. Like it's too many. Yeah, and I have, like I said,
Amazing.
author friends. They write. I collect their stuff. It's just a growing collection.
I
Yeah.
love that you said that you collect other authors' stuff. I'm the same way. And
Yes.
I am definitely gonna get your book, I Am Pretty, because I love it. I love that the story and the message.
Mhm.
Like the viewers will definitely get a sneak peek about that as well in a little bit. So you said what? Okay, wait a minute. So I had a great question for you just now.
Okay.
That's what it was. Because you collect books, what was the inspiration um, for your book? You know, what inspired you to write I Am Pretty?
Well, what inspired me to write this book was my very own story.
Mm,
And so I was about 5 years old when I realized that I was a little different, right? I had some very mean teachers. I don't think
mm,
they were, maybe they thought it was being loving, but really they're
yeah.
bullying me. They would, talk about, how dark I am, or about my skin, my hair, or, why her mama put that on her. She knows she's too big for that, that kind of thing.
Mm,
So they just kind
mm.
of, mess with my self-esteem a little bit. And so that's when I realized, I may be bigger than these people. Or, I had a friend, well, why I can't look like her? Why my hair can't look like her hair?
Mm.
Or certain things of that, that nature. And so they would do some awful things to me. I talked all the time. I ran my mouth. I did. And so, back then, I guess, corporal punishment was okay. I don't know. But I used to have to do things like touch my toes, and I couldn't do it too long because I was a little bit bigger. And, now look at you, you're too big, and, you can't even do that. And, so certain things like that. And I would
Wow.
come home and say things to my mom like, I'm not pretty. I'm too fat. Why I can't look like so and so. And of course, my mom like, wait a minute, where is this coming from?
Hmm.
Because they always affirmed us. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're this. And I'm just thinking, you're my mom. You're my dad. You got to say that kind of stuff. And so, my mom just kind of reaffirmed that, hey, the Creator created you. He didn't make junk. You're not junk. You're beautiful. You're just the way you're supposed to be, all of this. And as I begin to grow and understand, I am beautiful. You know what?
You are beautiful. That's right.
I like the fact that I look a little different. I can rock this a little bit different than she can. I got a little extra me. I got some curves, so I was right.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, Queen.
And so
Yes.
I just began to understand that I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Amen.
And so I am a behavior specialist for a county here. in Atlanta. And I would have a lot of girls come in and fighting and bullying each other, talking about each other. But as I began to talk to them and listen to them, I would realize, hey, you don't feel good about who you are. And so they would do things and take jabs at other kids because they felt like, hey, if I put you down, I can bring myself up. And so I just wanted to kind of give them a piece of my story a little bit. And so that's what encouraged me to write the book, that, hey, first of all, true prettiness comes from within.
Amen.
Right?
I love that. Yes.
And so I just wanted them to understand that, I don't care how much makeup you put on or how much hair you put on or whatever. If your attitude is ugly, so are you. Ooh. And so I wanted them to understand that you are beautiful, you are pretty because of what is on the inside first. And so that's what prompted me to write the book.
I love everything about your message, and I love that your children could read your story and take away such a powerful and encouraging message from your story. And I am just so excited to get into your story. So we're going to take a little commercial break, and when we come back, please bless these people that are listening with a little bit of I Am Pretty.
I will.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so that was amazing, and we're just getting started. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and play a little commercial and come back with Miss Johnson and her wonderful, wonderful, empowering and encouraging story. I Am Pretty.
Are you having a hard time finding a Black narrator?
Let Ghost Readers bring the voice in your head to life.
Yes, let Ghost Reader do that for you guys. And without any further ado, I'm going to step back off this spotlight and give the spotlight where it belongs. Miss Jaquinta Johnson, and I Am Pretty.
Thank you so much. Well, without any further ado, here's my book, I Am Pretty. And of course, I was thinking about all of you all beautiful girls in the world, because this book is dedicated to all the pretty girls in the world, and that means you. I'm gonna read just a little bit of it, and hopefully you can get your copy. So, who is that pretty girl I see? Oh, that's me. No, I don't look like you. I don't want to. I love me just the way that I am. Look at me, bam. And I'm gonna skip to the back. And you will see she's doing very nice and kind things, and just kind of throughout. But this is the last page of some of the things that she did. And it says, I am pretty kind. I am pretty because of what is on the inside. You notice she got good grades and doing a good thing. And lastly, I am pretty. Please pick up the book. Courses on Amazon, I Am Pretty. And you can visit my website at Jequita.com. That's JEQUITA.com.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jaquita. And I wish you and your book many blessings and success. And I know for a fact this is not going to be the first or last of your book. Well, maybe the first, but it won't be the last.
Right, I'm with you.
Of your story. Thank you so much for your time today. And I respect you for being here. And I respect your time. Until next time, have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, wow, wow. That was an amazing story. And she's just all love. I just want to hug her. Just all that energy that I felt through. She put a lot of love in that story, you can tell. So I love her energy and I loved everything that she was about in this book. So take care, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Until next Saturday, we will have two more amazing, or I think it's two or three more amazing authors joining us live. God bless you guys. Take care, be safe, and have an amazing 2021.